Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. You're watching e-frag TV. My name is George. Today, moving on with the African qualifiers for the TWC 2016, the World Championships in CSGO. The LAN finals will be held here in Belgrade from the 6th until the 9th of October. Today, Group B and the teams Egypt, Libya and the Southern Barbarians of South Africa. New nation, if you didn't know. But before that, I want to introduce my colleagues, dear colleagues, and your analysts, Dusan, Rema, and Svojc. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Okay, if you missed yesterday's action, it's time for a quick recap. So let's see what happened yesterday in Group A. It was really interesting, guys. We had an interesting matches, 15-15, 16-14, and 16-13. In the end, Morocco topping the group, Tunisia second place.
Yeah, we actually expected Tunisia to come up strong just because they dominated last year qualifier, but actually Morocco really showed up and they really played good, especially on that dust too. Even though Tunisia, got 6 rounds in a row at the end, but honestly, really surprised by them. I think that all in all, it was a great group.
And I mean, not only Tunisia and Morocco, the two teams that passed through that Group A, even Algeria, I mean, they were able to put both of those teams to the test, taking, 13 and 14 rounds. So, I mean, GG to Algeria also, a few more rounds and they could have even been the top one in the group.
Yeah.
And with these results, they're just going out. So, good game to Algeria also, and hopefully we see them even stronger next year.
Dusan, it was really close, just like Svojc said, just a couple of rounds and you could have, end up on first place.
Yeah, unfortunately I wasn't there yesterday, but I was watching and what I saw I liked. They played good Counter-Strike, aim reliant mostly, but a really good Counter-Strike, and as you said, it was really close. Just a couple of rounds were missing for Algeria to move on, so yeah, a pretty close one.
Wasn't easy. Okay, but let's focus on today's matches. So Group B, we have Tunisia versus Morocco. The second match will be between Tunisia and Algeria, and the third one, oh, so sorry, I'm talking about yesterday's matches. So come on, just wake me up. Egypt, South Africa, Egypt, Libya, and Libya, South Africa, or Southern Barbarians of South Africa. Yeah. Okay, starting off with the first match, Egypt versus South Africa. Your thoughts, your expectations. We had Egypt last year. Rema.
Yeah, we had both of these teams last year, and we talked about South Africa. Really bad performance in the group stage, losing to everyone 16-1, 16-2, 16-3. Like overall, really bad performance. But they are coming with a totally different lineup now. They have players from Bravado Gaming, one of the best teams in South Africa, and players from Carbon, and they mix it up. Like they have 3 players from Bravado and 2 players from Carbon, and actually one of the players from Carbon is 16 years old, and it's not the player we talked about yesterday. Like I don't think he's playing now, but this kid also has a good stats and overall good performance on some kind of tournaments. So I would definitely want him to see him step up for South Africa.
So who do you think is the favorite in this group?
I just want to correct both of you. I mean, last year we had South Africa. This year we have Southern Barbarians from South Africa.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
it's a totally different nation.
Yeah, because of legislation and whatever, they're now bringing their strongest players. Like Rema said, Bravado Gaming, 3 guys from Bravado Gaming, 2 guys from Carbon, and those teams actually played in the final of the ESWC qualifiers for South Africa. So the top players from 2 top teams in South Africa. Definitely Black Poison, the most known player from South Africa. I think a few months back he moved to Sweden to try and find a team there, but guess no luck with that plan. But he goes back to South Africa, wins that ESWC qualifier with Bravado, so they're going to be going there. I mean, all in all, for me, they're the favorites for the whole qualifier, not only for Group B. The thing is, because of the servers, because of the distance, all the other teams we have are from the northern part of Africa, and only barbarians are on the south. But from what I've heard from our admins, the difference with pings and so on shouldn't be that big. So I'm still gonna put them
Favorite.
as number one favorites. Yep.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about Egypt. Let's see the lineup of Egypt. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had a good performance last year. Unfortunately, they lost to Tunisia that eventually came to Belgrade to compete in TWC 2015. But this year they're coming with a completely new lineup. Only one player from last year is here, and that's STK. And we see here we have Grivolf, Mighty, Scorp, STK, and Coverhill. Coverhill, yeah. And as I said, only player from last year is STK. And I mean, a totally new lineup. I'm not really sure what to expect from them. I think it's gonna be a fun match, this first one, but as Foyt pointed out, I also think South Barbarians from South Africa, Southern Barbarians from South Africa are the favorites, so I think it's gonna be an easy one for them, maybe.
Okay, a player to watch in team of Egyptian, walking like an Egyptian.
Well, just because we don't have really any stats, or I couldn't find any stats about other four players except for the one that played last year, and he played good. I think STK is a player to watch, and he can probably bring them some experience from previous TWC qualifier. Yeah, as Dusan pointed out, they had really strong performance in the groups, only dropping a map against Tunisia, winning all the other ones, like getting a four wins and 1 loss. So definitely a good performance by them. But now coming with totally different lineup with only just one player from the last year. So I would say he's definitely a player to watch. Maybe we'll see him making some call. I don't know if he's the caller for them, but maybe he should use that advantage, let's say, and experience from the last year. And
yeah. Okay, going straight to the map, Veto, since we are in a bit of a hurry, should we expect Dust2, Mirage, Cash?
Yeah, if we learned anything so
Maybe
far from the
Cobblestone,
TWC
like
2016
yesterday.
qualifiers, I mean, it's that Mirage, Cash, and Dust2 are the only maps. No other maps exist in the world of CSGO, basically. So I'm expecting any of those three to come up here, but maybe South Africa can surprise us. We see Egypt banning Overpass, pretty standard so far. That Overpass really, I mean, a lot of times Overpass goes before even Nuke or Train, so
yeah.
I don't know why is that the case, because I think Overpass is a great map. But there you go, Overpass banned by Egypt. We'll see what South
Overpass
Africa.
was banned and then everything else was banned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just got an info that Mirage is going to be played. Okay, what do you think about that, Mirage?
Again, one of those three maps, Mirage.
Yeah. Expected.
I mean, I don't think the map was that important in this matchup because of, as we pointed out, Southern Barbarians from South Africa. It's going to be hard to...
We could call them SBSA.
Yeah, we
SBSA.
have to find something.
SBSA.
Okay, so SBSA, I think...
I mean,
yeah, okay.
Sounds a little bit weird.
Yeah, I think they have a... Sorry, I think they have a little bit of an edge here. I mean, maybe the map, as it is, Mirage, maybe it's a good map for Egypt. I'm not really sure because honestly we don't know anything about them, but it's a good map for SBSA. So yeah.
if anything,
yeah.
they didn't play Mirage last year. If that's
one good thing.
Stat, like that they had like four maps on Cash and 4 maps on Cash and 1 on Dust2. So.
Surprise.
They played only Cash.
stepping
and
out
Dust2.
of that
So, come
cliche
on.
massively.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing the stats, like they're
That's
not
a good
playing
thing. Come
Mirage.
on, no, that's a good thing.
They did not play Mirage.
They want to try something new, obviously. I mean, it seems to me that you will think that South Africa. Yeah, South Africa. I'm just gonna stick it with South Africa. That they're the big favorites here. But do you think Mirage is the map where Egypt can do at least something or put up a good fight?
Don't worry, nobody's gonna find you.
Oh, yeah, hopefully. I mean, no one knows that we're live in Belgrade here, so yeah.
Yeah, no,
all in
We
definitely.
didn't say it like
Yeah.
2 million times.
Yeah, no, definitely don't.
All in all, like Rema said, we don't really have any info on the guys from Egypt. I had info that one guy, Erosion, is playing for a team called Ambiguity, but he got replaced like 5 minutes before the match, so it's going to be Grey Wolf instead of him. So I don't really know anything about Egypt's players and their tendencies about maps, but all in all, just about player-wise, I think SBSA is a favorite here. So I don't think Mirage is. I mean, the map is going to be that big of a factor. And South Africa picking
T-side?
yeah, winning the knife round, picking the T side, and that's fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure they feel as favorites because they play those ESWC qualifiers and so on and so on. I think Bravado Gaming, they've been on a few international tournaments here and there, so I think they feel like favorites and they want to beat those that dictate the pace of the game, and just picking the T side, trying to
We have Mirage here, which is the map with a lot of executes and smokes. Do you think they picked it because they're prepared for it?
Yeah, they can definitely be prepared. Like Mirage is that kind of standard map. You always learn smokes for those kind of maps, for Cash, Mirage, and Dust 2 first, then other maps as well. But the thing is, for Mirage, that the smokes are pretty simple to throw as well. Like that's why all the players first learn those maps, because the smokes are really easy to throw and really efficient. Let's say it like that. Like you have basically 3 smokes for A site, and you block the cities, holding stairs, holding from city, and you have a whole site for you. We mentioned a couple of times that you have a different setups for that A site, different kind of an execute. And I think we saw that kind of an execute in a American qualifier, NA qualifier, if I'm not mistaken, that when you cut the whole site on A site and just plant the bomb there and go in your post-plant position. So definitely picking this side is good for them, and I think that if they're preparing, and they prepared a lot of strats for that Mirage, for example, B or A, they could definitely go big here.
Morocco topping the group, Tunisia being the second. They wait for their opponents, and they will play in the semifinals tomorrow. Who do you think will win this African qualifier? Who is the biggest favorite here?
I'm going to say it once again, it's South Africa. I don't think...
Morocco, Tunisia?
No, from what I've heard, on paper for me, they're the clear favorites, and the ping, the server issues and so on won't be that much of a problem. So I believe that Southern Barbarians can take this one all the way.
Yeah, same thing as what you said, SBSA, Southern Barbarians. It's hard, man.
South Africa, come on.
Okay, South Africa, yeah, with the team that came, with the team that came this year, unlike the last year, with the players they have and their experience, the knowledge, and overall skill that they have, I think it's detrimental for their, clear win in these qualifiers, because although Tunisia did look strong last year, this year, in that group, they didn't show up with something amazing. They got through, but honestly, that was a coin toss in that group. Even Algeria at one point could have gone through. So I don't think any of those two teams have something special prepared for South Africa. So I think they're the favorites.
European draw happened just half an hour ago.
Really?
Yeah.
30 minutes ago.
You didn't see it? No? You didn't see it? If you didn't see it, you can find all the info at the twc.e-frag.net and on Facebook, e-frag.net, as well as on Twitter. Yeah.
And it's going to be on YouTube.
And it's going to be on YouTube too. Yeah.
I just heard about this new site that I'm not owner of.
Yeah, which one?
With e-frag.
Oh,
something.
e-frag. You're not the owner of it?
No,
Oh,
definitely
Oh,
not.
definitely not. Okay, we've seen Ukraine, we've seen Bulgaria in the first round of the qualifiers. It can be tricky, you know, for example, Ukraine to start from the first round. Maybe they won't start with the best lineup, and do you think maybe they can make a mistake there?
Or
And,
maybe it's going to be warm up for the later rounds.
Yeah.
You know? That
Yeah,
could
I
be
think
the case.
they
can
should
be tricky.
definitely bring the, maybe not all of the top players, but they should definitely bring Simple and Edward, for example. Like they need those players.
Simple from Navi?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Rip Navi.
Sorry,
I'm gonna say it.
you said what?
Rip Navi.
Rip Navi. Why do you think that?
Yeah, well, I didn't like the change.
You think Simple can't substitute Zeus?
Yeah, he's 10 times better player.
And no,
Well,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not about. It's not all about individual skill. You know.
I mean, he was not calling for Navi for like.
Okay,
But he was the
years.
big dad in the
Before
team.
before the slaps start, I'm going to interrupt you because the players are ready, the match is ready. Jackie Harold takes away.
Here we are, Egypt versus the Southern Barbarians from Southern Africa. A match to behold. We're about to get underway. We're going to kick it off on Mirage. Harold, you excited?
Jackie, I've never been so excited in my life as I am for this game.
I tell you what, mate, I am actually kind of excited to see this one, just because I haven't seen a game played since the new update yesterday. And for anyone that is unaware, tapping is a lot more viable again. The game's slightly more like Source, which means it's a bit better, which is good to see.
And
because,
also
you know,
running accuracy.
actually takes a bit more skill, which is always fun. So let's see how this is going to go down. Obviously, when we get into those rifles, pistols have remained unchanged, so not too much is going to come into effect with that. Mighty, though, he's going to be the man to try and mount the defense towards the bomb site. Does spot out the head of Faraday, but can't actually land it on him, and they went their way in towards the site, struggling a bit there, and he gets absolutely battered by Flexi and Black Poison. Coming into the site very quickly, just taking down everyone in front of them, Harold. The retake going to be hard. It's just Scorp. Greewolf goes down as well. Scorp hits the deck, and as you'd imagine, some barbarians from Southern Africa bit this one up. I mean, if you look at this on paper as well, you've got a lot more talent on that side from the SB lineup. Obviously, Black Poison as well. I believe went to one of the majors, one of the first majors, I believe, from what I remember. He played in Sweden for a very long time after leaving South Africa. Definitely a player to watch in his own individual skill, and yeah, should be a great game.
Yeah, I mean, the odds are somewhat skewed, obviously, because there are no betters, but being said, I'm sure we'll see that pick up in the next few days, get back to normality, so don't pay too much attention to those lounge odds. They won't tell you the truth. It's what you're looking for, but of course this is going to be the force bite coming out here from Egypt. Black Poison to open it up, the man you spoke so highly of, doing pretty good. The Trony, and just claiming some money. That Eagle's going to be going off, but not too much going on. What do you think of the new Tech 9 sound?
To be fair, I really don't like any of the new sounds, because the thing is, the reason why CS sounds were so weird and like cartoony and distinctive is because they were cartoony and distinctive, so you'd know what was being shot at you very quickly. Whereas now it's kind of like everything just sounds the same. Sounds like I'm playing Arma 3.
Yeah.
So
And what
really
I like
weird.
Arma 3, there is a difference between the
Yeah, but
two.
Arma 3, it's not really like it matters if you can't work out someone's got a 50 or a 10
Yeah, exactly. Arma 3 is a lot more about the lack of information, whereas CS, you need to build up that picture over the round, and if you're listening to the sounds, you're trying to build up that picture as like an
audio
IGL or
cues
whatever.
is such
You
a
can't really
massive-
do that.
Such a massive effect into gameplay, and definitely something to pay attention to. Obviously, moving on now as well. They played that second round, just using the SMGs, led through their opponents. Mighty actually comes with a juicy little frag there onto Tony. Great off as well. Looking good, but eventually a return to normality comes in. Still spraying over on the Submarine side, just pulling away. Don't really need to try and take their patience, take the taps up against that unarmed side of Egypt. Now is where it's going to get interesting, because obviously this isn't just an AK update. This is a rifles across the board update, where they've increased that first bullet accuracy, and sort of the first 10 in the magazine now being a lot more accurate, so tapping being quite viable. This is where we're going to see that really come into effect. So this is going to be a cool round to actually witness.
Do you think that favours the Ts or the CTs more? I feel like this is going to give the Ts somewhat of an advantage. You know, you can take those peaks, you can quickly get that shot off, and of course it only takes one bullet in that AK to take a head clean off its shoulders. So this could be pretty interesting to observe. But of course, rifle round is up, and now seeing the CTs go for a bit of mid control here. Very important on a map like Mirage. We need to be taking that mid, disallowing the Ts any free movement. Not like the European zone of free movement, but instead the Mirage zone of free movement. It's going to be Grey Wolf going aggressive here. Gets an opening little peekaroo, but he's not going to be getting any frags off that back of that one. Fady will go down to the boosted STK up on high, and it's looking pretty good now for Egypt. One-man advantage in this, although mid control has been retaken by Southern Africa. Looking very, very good for Egypt to take themselves a first round, unless we see some damage come back in from the terrorists. It is looking like that A take, and a lot of presence through mid. Shame Egypt have backed off that mid area, but with the pick, maybe will work out in their favour. Let's see, the trade is going to come through. Black Poison finally takes that kill with the AWP in hand as Elusive finds one. Looking for the second, but it's not going to work. Nasty STK and cover, both taking themselves a frag. Nice, easy work comes in. Black Poison still firing, and he is doing work. Trony going to get taken down with the bomb in hand, and there's 30 seconds remaining for Black Poison now to try and clutch this one. Needs a 3k to win. He's got the AWP in hand. He's going to put a nade through. That's going to be dead on point. It's a real nice one, but SDK is ready. Takes the spray, does a lot of damage, but Black Poison is still alive. 19 seconds remain now. No frag coming through. Black Poison needs to find this one. Just playing from Delpan here in mid. He should be able to hear this bomb be picked up. There is no time for Black Poison to win this one. He's going to go down, and it's the first round of the board for Egypt, and first death for Black Poison.
Yeah, unfortunately going to be taken down there. Very close to picking that one up. Brings it back into a 1v1, but a hard situation at the best of times, so can't really put too much blame on him there going down. But a good way for Egypt to start to find their way back into the game. You pick up the first full wire round. Albeit you took a lot of damage, so the rebuy, very shaky. 2 Max 7s there, limited utility, shaky across the board, and Mighty just rocking a Famous. Meanwhile, SBFSA, they're looking good. AK's in their pockets, they've got the utility to work with, and they're going to go for this all-out mid-aggression now, just battering their way in. Want to try and live up to their name here, act a bit barbaric, and just want to cause that havoc, see if they can find those frags. Papa Scorp, though, comes in, trying to be more Papa Blessed as he finds that initial frag, but it couldn't quite go his way.
A nice spray comes in. SDK going to be able to take down Black Poison there. And despite it being somewhat of a poor buy for Egypt, it is the kill. And it is the man advantage. So AKs go up against one-man advantages. What's the Southern Barbarians thing about, by the way?
I don't know, mate. I think it's just a bit of a meme, innit?
Oh,
Is it? Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I have no idea. Anyway, Fady going to be able to take that frag onto SDK. Really nice kill there. Takes one of the rifles down, which is most important. Leaving now an AWP and 2 Swag 7s to try and get some work done here. But Scorp in a perfect position, but he's not going to be able to get the kill there. Detroni gets the better of him, and that's an absolute disaster. Scorp going to be going down, and yeah, not good, my friend. Not good, amigo, brofigo. Leaving it now in 4 versus 3 with 40 seconds remaining. Egypt not in a great spot here. Their economy is going to be reset if they lose this one, so they need to be thinking about what's going on. Fady is a great position here onto Grey Wolf. Gets the spray in, but no kill coming through, as Mighty will hold him from behind. But the B plate is coming through as Mighty goes aggressive. He wants to even this one out, and he's going to be able to. Picks up that AK as well. So that's 1 Mag 7 traded out. But Mighty still going. Finds himself the spray, but he's not going to be able to get the second kill. He's going to be traded out, leaving a 2 versus 2. But Elusive still fragging on. And with 15 seconds remaining, bomb is going to be planted with time to spare, and Detroni covering that bomb planter. Now, Cover Hill, can he get this one into 1 versus 1, or is Elusive just going to be patient, wait out, and hold?
Yeah,
The timing's
from
not
Beans.
great. Cover Hill. Couldn't even hit you there.
Sorry, mate. Well, this is the thing, you know, you stop talking. I assumed you'd given up. Usually, you never stop talking, start talking again. Changed. What's going on here?
Well,
Why are you
not
trying to be
well.
different?
I don't know, Jack.
You
just
never have
updating.
moments of silence.
I'm updating.
Caught me off guard by being
I'm
less
sorry.
terrible.
Oof. Oof.
Way. Anyway,
Goodness.
back into the
Right,
round.
red
So
eye.
this is going to go down. They actually
Good
do
dude.
pick that one up. Barely, obviously. And Egypt going to the old faithful, the Shock and Awe style A ramp push. They're just going to charge their way through. STK does come in with that initial frag with the USP, but Poison goes in with not 1 but 2. The triple kill with the AWP. But it's all he could actually claim before he gets taken down by Scorp. And they grab both of those weapons. Now the thing is, Egypt in a fairly effective spot here. If they just want to back off and just try and play a little bit of game of chicken, hold back, hopefully survive here, they've got themselves a great bit of arsenal into the following round to really save them some cash.
Yeah, so not looking too bad. South Africa going to be taking this round, so that's going to be 5-1 on the board. But, of course, as you say, an AWP and an AK saved is massive economy boost if they can hold on to that. And it looks like there's not going to be any hunt coming through. Flexi, he's got that Mac 10 in hand, but I don't think we're going to be seeing too much come in here. So a really nice save. They may even want to buy up off the back of this one, and that could be really, really big for South Africa if they do manage to pull that one off. Nice kill came in, although Black Poison got a really nice little 3k. It's not going to be enough in the end. Oh, that unscope came in at a very bad point, but he will get the kill anyway as Grey Wolf. No unscope, just scopies. Are you good at scopies?
Yes, exactly. So, they are going to be distributing those weapons and buying up around them. Want to try and get out a efficient little armada into this round on Egypt, but can they utilize them correctly? Seems like we will see one man in Elusive make his way towards A site. Is actually going to reposition. He's going to go for the smoke in here. Actually, is that just going to be the mid-window smoke? What is that? Hang on.
The smoke.
That was a really good angle. Okay, it's a jungle smoke. It just looked really weird from the way you threw it from.
Yeah? Do you figure it out?
Yeah, it's jungle. Yeah, anyway. Grey Wolf in a great position here in Connector. Wants to try and find that frag. Takes down 2 men, Black Poison and the Trony. Flexi will respond though, Elusive. He's been biding his time as well, sitting on ramp, getting ready for this as he walks into the site with not a single frag, but 2 kicks down cover as well. And he's in a great spot here. Just rides on Mighty in a 1 versus 2, but look how low both of these players are on that Terrorista side. Of course, some Havoc, they're on the site. They could easily be put down here if Mighty wants to slay them. As he tiptoes up, gonna go for a bit of a wild spray, couldn't compose himself there and wasn't able to find that initial frag herald. So now, the 7 Barbarians beginning to reposition on their way towards the B site.
Yeah, Mighty still unaware, but this is the thing, the position here held by Elusive, if he just holds, he can make sure there's no rotation coming through. He's not going to do that, he's actually going to rotate over and hold up in the apartments, which in the preservation of life could be a good idea, but I think Mighty, he was unsure, he still seems to be somewhat unsure as to where this is planted. He has to be very careful moving through mid here, but he is just going to walk on through. And, well, this after plant is basically impossible to beat. There's nothing he can do here to win this round unless he gets some nutty shots off. And I think as long as South Africa play this correctly, this round is over. He's going to be retreating, holding onto that weapon and armor. But that's going to be 6-1 in the favour of South Africa, and there's not a massive amount of money to play with here for Egypt, so it's not going to be great going into the next round, but maybe worth buying up. I don't know. And there's 4k on 2. They've already got 1 gun. Maybe they force this one. Mighty did actually save that AWP, so I don't know. Would you force this?
They don't have a lot of cash. You can force up around it. It's going to be risky, and they are going to go for it off the back of the fact they did have one of those weapons already saved. I mean, they need to try and do something, because SB are barreling out of control here, so they will try and respond to that with force. Obviously, they're going to get cash anyway, because they're on these losing streaks. They're just trying to fight that in the bud early, try and see if they can stop this ridiculous streak that SB are currently on. Elusive, he's been doing a great job of just playing that lurk role with the late frags towards the A-bomb site when the CTs are rotating. This time around does walk in, gets spot off guard there by Grey with a bit of a ridiculous spray, but he was able to connect the headshot on towards Elusive, just take him down. But here go the rest of the SB squad barreling in towards the B-bomb site, want to try and explode out there. If they do take down Mighty, Fady is going to be the one that laid the killing blow. Black Poison with a nice angle here, just tapping away as well, trying to find those easy frags. STK going to take a bit of damage out, and that Black Poison will go back for the second face, obliterates him, and here comes Fady with a huge backstab play.
Yeah, it's a bit of a disaster. That AWP is going down on cover hill unless he gets out of dodge, as his teammate will fall, and, well, this round is all but over as Flexi finds the last kill. And, well, South Africa are looking bloody strong, Jack. If I had to place money on it, I would say South Africa probably one of the leaders in the African qualifier. I feel like they have probably the best chance of doing a pretty good job qualifying. Of course, there's only 1 spot for 6 teams.
Yeah, South Africa would be my favourite out of all the available teams. Obviously, I sort of said my piece into this. I didn't really feel that Egypt has as much talent as what we see on the South African side. Everyone's playing well as well, which is always good to see. You know, it can come down to the day, but the Barbarians definitely living up to 5. That new PT50 sound coming into effect here, though, as Cover Hill just takes down Elusive very quickly, just hammer away. Has been able to scavenge Kalashnikov as well, but can he utilise it before he gets taken down by Fady?
No, he's dead. But at least he tried. Yeah, the new paintball sound does really sound like a paintball marker. Did I say the new paintball sound?
The new paintball sound, yeah.
The new PT50 sound, of course, not the paintball sound.
They all sound very weird. They all sound exactly the same. All the pistols sound the same, and all the pistols sound like SMGs that all sound the same.
Racist. They all look the same as well, Jackie. bloody
No,
racialist.
luckily, they haven't changed the design. That'll be the next patch, of course.
Yeah, that'll be super realistic. Not sure how you do that. But no, I mean, it's never been about massive amounts of realism. Oh god, what is that sound? You can't even hear it.
Oh, that was the 5.7? See, I thought that was a PT50 then, just off
Yeah.
the sound.
Not a fan. Not a big
Very,
fan.
very weird, isn't it?
It is, I don't like it. AK is going to be saved onto Parascorp. Oh, Papa Scorp.
Papa
Follow
Scott,
me.
mate. Papa bless.
Papa Jack.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. But yeah, I think we should do some paintballing actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, maybe, mate. We'll see, we'll do it.
I'll tell you what, it'd be great fun to do it with Sam.
Yeah, me, you, Sam.
Just stand behind him.
Ooh.
And you can stand behind me. And it's like a triangle.
And then we'll put Amber in the very front.
Yeah, that'd be good fun actually.
Right.
Anyway, it is mid-control coming out here. And the AWP kill comes in from Cover Hill. So a nice opening coming in. And that's South Africa once again with a lead. Now, the last time they had a lead like this, they were able to convert. But Black Poison...
Oh, Black
he saw that
Poison!
Jumping barrel. And he takes full advantage. Takes that kill. And now they just flow on in. Detroni, Elusive, all going ham. And Grey Wolf, Louis going to get one back. That's enough for South Africa to really play with there.
Wow. Wow. Into this round, though, just 2 men left standing, Mighty and Greewolf. It seems to always be the familiar suspects on that side, the usual lineup. Elusive wanted to try and get that initial frag, though, but it doesn't seem to quite be going his way. They are going to slowly start to back off now, reposition as a unit. I mean, right now, really, as soon as Flexi gets to this window on the B-bomb site, he can have a sniff around, work out that it is going to be open. They can all just go for this safe B play, get the bomb down. Sure, it's a 2 versus 3, but you don't want to run the risk of losing a round here. SB on on for essentially nearly a flawless half, and they do get the frag on towards Mighty as well. He came in a little bit too late into the site. Flexi was running a great spot, was able to best him out. Interesting enough as well, going to switch out to that Silence Dem 4 to try and get the drop on towards Greewolf here as he goes for the aggressive play from behind. If they can stop him from holding on to that AWP into the following round, it'd be a great way. And they do.
Yeah, I mean, great round there. Coming through from South Africa once again. And they're just playing as a team. And as you said, as you outlined at the beginning, Jackie, Black Poison, a really powerful player. He's been proving his prowess. He's been outshining the other players on his team. And, I mean, what can you really do at this point? It's looking real good for South Africa. Only one round conceded against them. And I don't see too much more coming from Egypt. They need a few more. They need to be picking up the rest of the round if they want a chance in this game. But I just don't see it happening right now. It's really not working. Egypt going to lose 2 players almost instantly. Fady comes in onto Grey Wolf. That should be a kill. Grey Wolf gets every round. But Mighty finally does get one. Unfortunately, it is too late. It's a 2 versus 4 already. He's spotted. Fady takes him down, and Scorp's already saving. Not looking good at all. He's going to be retreating, but the hunt's already on. Black Poison wants his head. There's a bounty on it. And honestly, I think that bounty is going to be paid out pretty soon. Scorp is going to be able to take down Black Poison there, but what more he can do, who knows. Nice flash goes through, but he's going to get taken down. And at this point, South Africa don't care about money. They are rolling in it. They are like a pig in poo. With money, and what can they do at this point? They can get the buy-in here if they really want it, but it's not really going to be worth it at the end of the day. So, I mean, GG in the day. They've played really well. South Africa, I mean. And, well, what can you do? Best of 1, of course, and this looks like South Africa will be taking the first win in their group.
Trinity. Around towards mid here. Unfortunately, we'll actually be caught off guard by the aggressors on that CT half as they just push their way up mid. They find that initial frag, but could it be too little too late here? Is the A site already under terrorist control? They've secured it and they're in a good spot. They can get this bomb planted shortly, and all they've got to do is hold back the oncoming forces from the side of Egypt.
So, Black Poison in with the kill onto Mighty, and it's all on Grey Wolf now to try and either survive.
Oh.
Or not, as that first bit of accuracy coming in. Black Poison, 1 shot is all it takes. And South Africa are they're really powerful right now. They are proving their prowess. They are not stopping for anyone. And what can you do to stop this? I don't know. And, well, I'm not particularly willing to hazard a guess because I want South Africa too angry at me. They are dominating this, and if they keep this up into the second half, God help Africa. All I can say.
It's pretty cool to watch, like, the new accuracy on the AK.
Yeah.
It's interesting as well, because you can see Egypt as well in a few of the rounds where they've been spraying quite wildly, getting heavily punished because of the new spray. Obviously, it's a little bit harder, it's got a bit more inaccurate. Grey Wolf there, though, in close range combat, it won't matter too much, but nice return from Detroit, actually, with 2 big frags. Going to be able to batter their way in towards the site now, and they're in a great spot here for some of our to get another round in this half. That's going to be a 12-1 scoreline if they go through to actually do it. Flexi, I think, just spotted out Mighty as well there as he tried to come around into CTs. They are going to go on the hunt to try and clear him out. They get that frag onto him, leaving STK in a 1 versus 3 with 1 flash. Does pick up a kit, but it's really going to be impossible either way.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Egypt. If they I mean, they need to take at least 1 or even 2 more rounds at this point, because if they don't, you can't rely on that pistol round. Even now, they're relying on the pistol round. There's no doubt about it. But at least they would have a buffer zone. If they don't win these next 2 rounds, they have no chance to win this game. Problem is, they're just forcing every single round, and that's never going to work out too nicely. You need to be getting those swords up. You need to be getting that utility up. Right now, they have nothing, and you can see what's happening. Black Poison, he walks out of A main, he gets the kill. If there was a smoke there, if there was a Molotov there, maybe there's a chance for Egypt to actually find the frag. But if they're just going off pure aim, we know they're not winning those fights. Cover Hill blocked in there by the Molotov, but Black Poison, he can give a flip. Molotov goes in, and that's Cover Hill dead. Elusive, just waiting for Mike to hit him there, and he's going to take him down. They don't even have the bomb. That's what I find amusing here, Jack. They don't even have the bomb.
Yeah, they are just charged in and just taking those aim battles. They know they're going to win. I mean, this is the thing. I sort of assumed this was going to be the way this game was going to go. And Black Poison, obviously, as well, feeling quite confident. He's going to whip out the M249. This could be a very juicy round indeed. Egypt, meanwhile, they got 3 Famises, a Mag 7 over on Grey Wolf, and a P90 on STK. Let's see what Black Poison's actually going to do with this M249. A little BM play coming out. Definitely very confident. If he does actually get the drop on these guys from behind, it could be a massive frag here into the round, and just a bit of tilt factor as well to try and set up their team into the second half if Egypt have any chance of coming back. They're going to be a little bit packed as well. Obviously, that big gun barreling down, a very thunderous sound as he finds the initial frag on towards Papa Scorp. STK does fire back, though, but look how low he is. 1 bullet's all it takes for Black Poison, as he's just roaming around the site, basically as if he's some kind of support player right now, just with an MT49.
Yeah, this is... What do you do? He's got a double kill with M249. What do you do if you're Egyptian? I mean, if it was me, I'd be drowning myself in the Nile at this point, because this is just not good at all. It is the last round, and Black Poison is just destroying all of them. Wow,
it's like he's playing Battlefield here. I mean, that is, yeah. Well, Egypt, they do have 1 round, but even then, that's not going to save them. If SB are able to pick up the pistol round, obviously that's going to take them to match point instantly. Look at the ping as well here as well. Everyone on the side of SB on 140 ping, and they were still hitting some very nasty 1-tap. So Egypt, definitely a very unfavourable display from them so far in their first half. But you never know. It is CS. You can always try and come back. It doesn't really look like Egypt are in the spot to do so right now. Is they don't have any breathing room, to be honest with you. That's the biggest factor. Maybe if they went through the half with 4 rounds, I could see them trying to come back a little bit. We saw some like good moments of individual skill from Egypt, but right now the position they're in, this is just a matter of time until SB shut them down. And the thing is, I reckon SB are going to try just some really wacky cheese strats here early into the game to just try and take the aggression in the game early.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to be getting something done on the side of Egypt. If they don't, it's GG really, isn't it? But if they do, maybe there is still a chance. Gonna have to wait and see. Flex, nice kill comes in there onto Cover Hill, and this is already over now. Black Team takes down Mighty. Grey Wolf is going to be able to get the trade up there, but Rotate's already come in. Elusive going down. Maybe this gives them a chance on the side of Egypt. They're going to be moving on into this bomb site as Scorp gets himself a kill onto Fady. Now a 2 versus 3 retake situation. Nice kill from Detroni, but the trade comes in, and it's all on Black Poison, the man himself, the man of the hour. He's done so much this game. Brings it into a 1 versus 1 now with the bomb down on the site, and 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. But he gets the kill nonetheless, and that is massive stuff to put match point on the board for South Africa. And the game's over at the end of the day. This game is gonzo.
Yeah, this is it's pretty dunzo right now. I'm fine, and everything is fine, so I'm fine. There's Egypt, but really, they're not fine.
They're not.
They're left with the Tech 9s, they're going to have to go for the fast A take, see if they can batter their way out on towards the site. You imagine this is just going to be SB picking them off, but there is only one man on the scene, that is going to be the Trony, but P90 in close range combat, he should reign supreme! Slamming down with that P90, will come in with 2 frags, switches out to the sidearm as well to get that frag off over on towards Cover Hill. Black Poison with not 1, but 2 to finish it off, and there you have it, that's a 16-1 scoreline, 17 rounds of CS played to kick off the day. Some Barbarians proving that they are absolutely barbaric, round after round of absolute destruction there from Black Poison. The rest of his team living up to their side as well, definitely distributing their weight. Meanwhile, Egypt, just the firing range for them. They were just getting battered on over and over again. Disappointing on the first map there.
Yeah, disappointing to say the least, Jackie. But I mean, well played to South Africa, really. And I think we'll look forward to seeing them next time.
Yeah, so there you have it. That is going to be Mirage wrapped up, but we do still have 2 more games in today's lineup. But let's throw it back over to the desk and just see what they thought about Southern Barbarians' 16-1 scoreline against Egypt.
Southern Barbarians proved to be the favorites in this match. 16-1 against Egypt. Egypt had no chance. They managed to take that 1 round. We thought they can connect some more, but that was all they can give. Well, it went just like you said, guys. Obviously, Southern Barbarians from South Africa are the favorites. Well, probably for the whole African qualies. Lucian.
Yeah, I mean, they were the favorites, but not like this. I mean, this is kind of extreme, if I can say. Getting, what, 14 rounds in that first half as a T on Mirage, I mean, I think in these qualifiers, not only African, but all the qualifiers that we had, I think we saw some maps being the other way around. Like you expect, I'm not sure which map was it, that Cobblestone is T-sided. We saw that being C-sided. Now Mirage being T-sided. I mean, it all comes down to Southern Barbarians from South Africa being the way better team than Egypt, yeah.
Yep. We expected from them to dictate the pace. That's what they wanted, and that's what they did the whole map.
Yeah, well, winning 14 rounds in your T side on Mirage is really, really good. I mean, 15 is probably the best, but winning 14...
Probably. You could maybe do even better. But
So, yeah, you can do it.
Maybe like 15 and a half.
yeah, 15 and a half, yeah, maybe 3/4.
15.1 or something, yeah. So, all in all, really great performance by them. You can see why Bravado Gaming and the rest of the South African teams are the best right now in Africa, and they really showed what they're capable of and what they can do with their best lineups.
Did we get to see from Southern Barbarians some tactics, some special moves, or it was just enough to, focus on aim?
Not really. I mean, that was all firepower from Southern
Yeah.
Barbarians winning that match. At the start of it, it didn't really look too bad for Egypt. Yeah, they lost the pistol round, lost the consecutive 2, but in those consecutive 2 after the pistol round, they had those ecos where they stacked A, and they were able to take out 3 guns from Southern Barbarians in 2 rounds in a row. Going into the 4th round, first full buy round for Egypt, they win that one STK with a quad kill. So at that point, it's okay. Yeah, they're losing 3-1, but the economy of Southern Barbarians looked really bad. Even the few rounds after that, 4th one, even though Egypt lost them, still it was close economy-wise. But at one point, Southern Barbarians were able just to make that huge lead and build that economy, and basically just outplaying Egypt in every possible way. And the result says the same.
Yeah. The second match will be between Libya and Egypt. Any quick thoughts on that?
I think Egypt needs to step up, even though they're not playing against Southern Barbarians. I think they need to bring their A game. If this was their A game, I'm not really sure
What to think.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, they really didn't show anything here, so you can't really speculate on what they're going to do against Libya, but all in all, I think both of these nations need to step up.
I honestly think this was the completely new level for the guys from Egypt playing against Southern Barbarians, so I expect the match against Libya to be quite closer.
Okay, we'll see what will happen there in the pre-match analysis, but before that we're going to take a short break, so stay tuned and don't go anywhere. See you soon.